In this session, I'm going to show you how to use Google Forms to create a questionnaire. So I'm going to log in using my Leeds City College account. So it would be your email and password. If you're a student, your email will start with your student number. So I'll just type in my password. Okay, so as you can see from this band here, you can use templates, and there's quite a good range of templates here. But we will start off with a blank survey or a blank questionnaire. So you put your title up here. And as you can see, the title up here will automatically appear here. And if we look at these symbols or commands here, so the plus sign, you click on that to add a question. This sign to add a title and description, and you can also add images or a video. Or if you want to split your survey up into different sections, you can add a section as well. But we'll just start off by creating quite a simple, very basic survey. So you can put a description here. It could be, could you please fill out my questionnaire? I'm doing it for a college project, for example. So I think we'll start off by adding a question. As we can see, you'll have a choice of different types of questions. So it could be a short answer question, multiple choice, drop down, or linear scale. But I think for now we'll stick with the multiple choice question. So you just type in the answer into your option. And to add an option, just click add an option, and so forth. Now, sometimes on questionnaires, multiple choice questions will give the respondent another response. So you can add another response. So here, when the form is complete, the respondent will be able to tick here and write their answers here. So they have a bit more flexibility in how they choose to respond to that question. That will add another question. This time I think we'll add a Likert type scale question or a linear scale question. You've probably seen this type of question before. So on a scale to 1 to 5, do you agree with this point of view, for example? So for example, So what we do is in the label, we could add strongly disagree. Don't worry if you make a mistake, you can easily correct any mistakes. And Google's quite handy, or Google Forms is quite handy because it should underline any mistakes that you make in red. And number 5 could be strongly agree, or vice versa. And let's add one more question. So this time, we could have a short answer type question or a paragraph. Now, with these questions, respondents have the flexibility to respond to a question in any way they want. They're not restricted to choices like they have here with the linear scale or the multiple choice question above. So, for example, in this top question here, or in this question above here, I like horror films. A respondent might click on I strongly disagree, and we could ask them to elaborate on that. Why don't they like horror films? We could ask them to expand upon their answer in the space below. I appreciate I could probably word that question a bit better, but for the sake of showing you how to do a questionnaire in Google Forms, that will do. So we've created some questions, and once we're happy with the survey or questionnaire that we've created, Google Forms will actually automatically save it. So you don't have to worry about clicking on save, for example, like you do in a Word document. But you will need to make some essential changes. So if we click on this cog symbol here, that's the settings. So this is linked to the Leeds City College account. So if you're doing a questionnaire for a project and you want to share it with people outside of Leeds City College, then you'll need to click on anyone. If you don't want them to log in, I would advise that you leave this unticked. So if you just want them to go straight to the questionnaire and answer the questions, you can give them the option to submit another response or not to submit another response. You could give them the option to edit their responses and see a summary of their responses. Now, I do recommend that you show the progress bar, because this shows the progress that the respondent's making. And if they've nearly finished the questionnaire and they can see that the questionnaire is nearly finished, they're more likely to continue with it. So we'll click on save. And so if you're happy with your questionnaire, you can then send it to people. So if we click on send, you've got the choice to either send it via email, or you can create a link and copy that link. So once you've copied the link, you can share it on social media websites to share with your family and friends, such as Google+, Facebook and Twitter. So that's how we create a questionnaire. But if you want to come back to the questionnaire, if we go back to here, if you want to find your questionnaire, any questionnaires that you do will be saved here. So if we click on, this is a survey again, you will see that those changes have definitely been saved. So if we go back, and I'll show you another handy feature of Google Forms. So this is a survey I did with my students a couple of weeks ago. And it's just a very, very basic survey, just for a quick activity in the classroom. But you can also, if you click on responses, Google Forms is quite handy because it'll give you a breakdown of how many people responded to your questionnaire. It'll also create some nice handy graphs for you as well. I also got my students to expand upon their answers, and you can do the same with your respondents if you wish. And if you click on the graph, it will show you not just the percentage, but how many people said they wouldn't report that something is a crime. Okay, so that's Google Forms.